Hey everybody, I'm TX Shadow, Clan AOD. I'm going to show you the Ohio today. I am running the secondary build. This is a replay, unfortunately, so I don't have in-battle statistics. But I wanted to show you guys a little close quarter action. I just got the ship a day before I started this. There you go. I do love when people do the horn with me. So, I'm running Halsey on this ship.
Protect that target.
Full 19 points. This is a secondary build. I don't know if I want to keep it a secondary build or not, but for now I'm having fun with it. It is situational.
Let's give them a hard time.
I do apologize. I'm getting over a cold. That's life. It sucks. As for this ship, I used the Kitakaze line, or Hirugama line. Keep saying Kitakaze. Played that ship the most. To grind over and over again. For the most part, I did do the Henry once. I enjoyed Kitakaze Hirugama line grind. I was good at it. It was fun.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Would I do it again for 62,000 research points for another ship? No. Wouldn't mind a Colbert, but no. I did get a Smolensk. If you cannot defeat the Cancer, you must become the Cancer. It is overpowered. This ship, I do not believe, is overpowered. It is strong. It has good guns, good secondaries, but I would not call it overpowered. But it is definitely pleasant. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We will get to show you some close quarters action here. I do play the matches kind of slow at the start, and this ship, I've noticed, in pretty much any battleship that way too. If you rush in there, you're going to get HE spammed and burned to death, you're going to get torped. There's no point in rushing in right away, even though you do have those secondaries, you do have good armor scheme. You will see me get focused by Smolensk in a little bit. People love shooting a new shiny ship they don't have. So eventually, though, when opportunity does present itself, you can and if you're able to exploit it, you can really see this ship get tongue tied here. You can really see this ship shine. So I do want to go for Smolensk there, but unfortunately he lost his spotting right before I could do it. I usually blind fire. In this case, I was hoping I could degress and lose my detection. Unfortunately, that destroyer kangaroo is ensuring I'm still spotted. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll start shooting. And Smolensk has already begun his attempt to farm me. It doesn't go very well for him. He does get some damage off me, but not as much as he had hoped, I'm sure. These guns are very nice. They, on occasion, are like German guns. You will get some random dispersion. You will get some missed shots that you know you should have made. But other times, you will land citadels for days. And I've landed plenty of citadels on this ship already, and it's in the short week of owning it. That you normally wouldn't get in other ships. So right here, you see this Conqueror out here. Look at this guy. 18.5. It's a Conqueror. You know, granted, it has been changed a little.
All stations,
but
concentrate fire on the target.
I think the results speak for themselves here. Oh my. Triple Citadel. Even he comments about that in chat in a moment. He's a little taken aback. He's out of the fight for a while. He turns north and heads off to safety. He got frightened by that shot. Try to follow up on the Georgia here with the same thing. Yeah, there's the Conqueror in chat. Unfortunately, though, I don't get the hits on him like I was hoping. You see Smolensk is still trying to focus me. He's got a hard on for me. So I angled away just to kind of get out of his range. But Alsace torps were heading his way anyway. Had I not turned, they would have probably hit me too. So it's a good thing I did that. I was showing a little extra broadside than he should, and he will be punished for it. A good 30,000 hit. So here we are, 5 minutes in the game. I've got 102,000 damage already, and I'm back in my spawn. So, unfortunately, a Torp Wall, a skill will do that, and a Smolensk will do it. But because the Smolensk pushed me this way along with the Torps, it actually lines me up for what's to come shortly, which is a very good close quarter fest against 4 of their ships. Unfortunately, I overshoot the Iowa a little bit. I only get one overpin, not the deletion blap I was hoping for. So at this point, I'm like, okay, Small Lance, you got to go. You know?
Reporting the target
The
position.
odds of me hitting him at this range are slim. I know that. But my goal is to maybe land 1 or 2 hits and push him out of his position. I was expecting him to turn north. Instead, he turns in. Which is a good way to dodge shells too, but unfortunately that ultimately leads to his death. Not by my hands, but by my teammates. They really come through here and they knock him out before I ever get another shot off.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I don't know if it was the Montana or the Izumo that hit him right there, but that was a beautiful shot. I threw it in chat before I shot here, but it wouldn't have mattered. He gets blapped before my shells would have ever arrived. So with him out of the picture, I can now focus on these ships on the left. We've got the Georgia, Iowa, and Alaska. Last spotted in that area. I want to focus the Georgia first. I do throw some shots on the Iowa, but I was hoping to get some pins, but he was too angled. So Georgia, as you can see, he's well past half death. He's fast. And I do not want being almost a full HP ship at this point after repairing all that Small Lance damage. I don't want to get rammed. I could survive the ram, but that is not a smart trade. So I will focus him until he dies. May look like I'm shooting at his turrets, but I'm actually going for superstructure. I don't want to shoot at his nose. I could probably overpin his nose. I don't know the exact mathematics on that, but I'm not going to risk it at this point. The next follow-up shot, I would generally go for broadside if he would present it, but he does not. He does angle in, probably to avoid the torps, if I recall. I was trying to wait for the broadside shot here. He never presented it, so eventually I give up and I go for the superstructure, which looks like I'm shooting his front gun turrets. I'm not.
Enemy battleship foundered.
I do not consider that kill stealing. I know the Minotaur did a lot of work there, but it is kill secured, and I may have saved the Minotaur's life. So, had that Georgia got another broadside off, he could have potentially deleted him. So, I don't really believe in kill stealing. To me, it's kill secured. Until that enemy is dead, he is still a threat. Iowa did not learn his lesson earlier. He decides to go broadside again, under 7 kilometers to the Ohio. Not a smart move.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Our team has taken the lead.
The Alaska, I'm not sure what he was hoping for in this case. I think at this point it's just kind of a Hail Mary. You know you're screwed. You might as well keep pushing. You're committed. There's no way out. What does kind of surprise me is what he does in a moment. He loses his nerve and decides to go broadside. I do not understand that. Perhaps he was trying to avoid torps, but it looks like those torps weren't even close to him. These secondaries, by the way, are pretty good at setting fires. That's my 4th fire right there. That's my 5th fire right there. And another 28,000 just about. So at this point, here's the Conqueror that we almost blapped earlier. He's on his way back. He did not get back the majority of that HP I took out with the Citadels. He did get some back, but well, Salem about got wiped out there. He does start spamming HE, which a Conqueror should, especially against an angled battleship like this. I do not set one fire off with damage con.
The ship is on fire.
That's a good way to get yourself crispied, especially against an HE spamming Conqueror. I'd probably give him a little too much broadside here, but I'm getting cocky. I got the HP to spare anyway. But he does not do what I expected. I expected him to switch to AP, so I start angling back in. He does not. He keeps spamming HE. I do have double fire. Sometimes I would go in damage con at this point, but since I'm still fighting a HE spamming Conqueror, there's no point. Notice he is almost dead, but that epic Royal Navy hill, he goes from hardly any damage
Our victory is in
or
sight.
HP left. I knock another 8.5, and yet he still reps up to 25,000. That hill is extraordinary. So at this point, I realize he's just going to spam. I don't care. I'm just going to get the shots on him. And he decides to go broadside, and we secure high caliber. and he is dealt with.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Unfortunately, I do not get Kraken, but we are sitting at 229,000 damage, 274 secondary shell hits, 7 fires, 4 kills, 7 citadels. Only 46 primary main battery shell hits. But overall, it's a good ship. Unfortunately, I don't have the in-battle results. The rest of the match, I do get some more damage off the carrier, but that is it. So with 10 minutes to go, I'm not going to make you guys sit and wait through that. That's pretty much this ship in a nutshell. If you have any questions, let me know.